Alright, I'm back again finally with another update. I've been trying to get one up, but you know, the girlfriend's been around. She doesn't like when I work on it all day and blah blah blah. But here's the sand. I went with deep sand bed. Go up and show it to you. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see with this camera, but the shimmering looks real awesome from the metal halides, and the water's nice and clear now. Basically what I did was I put the sand in and let it settle for a couple days without any of the equipment on, because I didn't want all that silt to come out, because it's beneficial. And then I turned everything on, and it did get cloudy, you know, and I actually turned the skim around for a little just to get that last little bit out. That's pretty much all I did. Not too bad. Alright, so I'm going to show like a little bit of the unboxing of the sand that I got, and I'm not really going to be able to show me putting it in there because I was the only one here and I can't hold the camera and do it at the same time, but I took a little bit of video right after I did it, so I'll show you that. Then we're going to go into the sump, and I'm going to show you some more changes that I've made. I'm going to finish with a demo of all the different kind of lighting with the sand in there now. Alright. Okay, so I went with Sugar Fine CaribSea Bahamas oolite, the white, and I'm going to show you the unboxing of it right now. Alright, so here we are in the sump, and I'm just going to start by saying I've been getting a lot of good suggestions and feedback from everybody. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to give credit where it's due. You know, a lot of these changes aren't my own ideas, and I like to think I do a lot of research, but there's really just no substitute for experience, which I don't have. So I'm going to be kind of plugging some people here. We'll start over here at the auto top off. It's basically the same. One thing I noticed though is that when it was putting water in, I had it just going right onto into the refugium section here, and it had enough force that it was like messing up the sand. So I just put it now. It just feeds straight down onto the filter. So there's no splashing sound and you don't get the messed up sand. So that's that. The skimmer, I've moved it up even a little bit more now. I put like a 1.5 inch PVC elbow underneath there. And I just wanted it to sit higher in the water. I want it to be kind of in the middle of the range where it's supposed to work, not like maxed out, you know. So that's it. Oh, one thing I did that worked really well is that overflow problem I was having. If you watch my other videos, it was, you know, it would go crazy sometimes and just start pumping water out. So the tube that goes into the collection container actually goes like about halfway down now, and before it was just at the top. So when it fills up with water and the water level comes up to the tube, it stops the skimming and it reduces it down into like the middle of the neck, because there's no more airflow, so the bubbles can't fly up. So that kind of stopped it, which I'm really glad about, because that was always something I was worried about. Okay, back. I put a small filter stock. I finally got the right size, and it's working great. It's just down there on the drain line. There's the deep sand bed down here in the refugium. Everything's all settled out now, so it looks good. I put the little MagFloat or MagFloat cleaner. I had it from an old freshwater tank, and I actually got the bigger one. It's up there in the corner for the display. This filter, this foam I got it from a local fish store, and it's a lot better than what I was using. I was using it was for like a fluval canister filter, so it was like really porous, and it wasn't really doing that good of a job. And this is a lot better. It's a lot smaller holes, so it's stopping the bubbles a lot better. The micro bubbles is pretty much gone. There's some debris floating around, but I think that's just salt and a little bit of sand. Alright, so over here into the return compartment, I got a suggestion from Finger 11 that I should have my heaters all the way underwater, and I kind of knew that from the beginning, but I didn't know how bad it could be if your heaters burn up, So what I did is I got rid of that foam filter. This is actually like two people's ideas combined, because Adjuster Frank told me to try putting the carbon right on the intake for the return pump so that the water is being forced through it, and that's the way it works. So I took out the garter foam that was on the return pump, and I put the bag of carbon right there on top of it. So the water is getting sucked through. That also allowed me to get the heaters pretty much almost all the way underwater, which is good. Now I don't have to worry about those burning up. What I did though was I put another bag underneath the filter here where the water comes down. The reason I wanted two is because I wanted to be able to change one out at a time, because what these animals are used to in nature is like consistency, they're not used to dissolved organics, which is what the carbon gets rid of, but they're used to consistency. So if you have dissolved organics and then you all of a sudden change out your old media and you suck everything out, they're gonna, you're gonna shock the fish and the corals. So now I can take one of the bags out and do like a 50-50 type thing, change them one at a time. So that'll help with that. Let's see. JMed184 was the one that suggested that I let the sand settle for a few days, and I definitely thank him for that, because I do have a little bit of sand that got in, to the other compartments, but it's nothing that wasn't manageable, and it helped me from getting silt all over the place. Okay, so now I'm going to give a little lighting demo and show how the different lights look with the sand. This right here is this is metal halides and T5s. And I have the 14,000K, which is supposed to give a bluer look, which I really like, because sometimes metal halides, they look like yellowish, and I really don't like that. So, but I think it all looks good right now. So now I'll go to just T5s. Okay, so this is the tank with just the actinic blue T5s. Alright, this is with just the fixture LEDs, which are blue. I don't really like it that much because I have that middle bar, and it kind of makes it look like there's like a gap in the middle. Alright, so for the next one, I actually shot it last night so it would be dark in here and you could see the moonlight LEDs. So we're going to go to that now. Alright, so right now I have the blue, the red, and the white moonlights on. And I hope you're going to be able to see it. I don't know if this camera's going to pick up the color that well, but it looks pretty cool. Okay, this is just the white moonlights. And this is just the blue LEDs. The blue moonlight, sorry. Okay, and this is just the red moonlights. This is what I'm thinking about having come on just before, right in the morning. Alright, so that's my update. One of my metal halides is still warming up over there, but thanks again, big thanks for everybody and their suggestions. That's why I really like this, because not only do I get to learn from everybody's suggestions, I think it kind of makes it more interactive for you guys and kind of interesting, you know, to see your suggestions actually done, you know. And if you did suggest something I didn't mention it in the video, it's not because I didn't read it. I read all the comments. It's just because I'm trying to keep it a little shorter, you know. I don't want this to be a big, long, boring video. That being said, the rock, I had kind of an issue with it, with the shipping and everything, but it's supposed to, I just got the email confirmation from the shipping company. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, so I'll do an unboxing of that and probably just a video about live rock and aquascaping. And so that'll be the next one. Thanks for watching.